Coming up, we have your July 2025 Las Vegas high-rise market update.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Christina.
And we are the Thomas Group with Real Broker, your local Las Vegas and Henderson realtors.
And today we have your July 2025 Las Vegas high-rise market update.
All right, and what are you going to talk to us about at the end, Christina?
Yeah, I've got a couple things that I kind of wanted to chat about, but one thing is about financing in high-rises.
So that's a question you get a lot, isn't it?
Exactly. So stick around and we'll touch base on that.
Okay.
All right, let's get into our median sales price, which was $417,000, which is up 3.7% from last month, and it's down 18.1% from last year.
Okay, so kind of steady from last month. Yeah. All right, how about the average?
Average was $663,000, which is up 9.6% from last month, and it's down 10.6% from last year.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, that does kind of go up and down, but that seems like it's staying kind of steady despite the closings, which we'll get to in a second.
Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, closings. Last month, there were 38 closings.
Whoa. Now, what's normal? Give them like an idea of what's normal.
So that's probably closer to like the 60s is pretty normal. Okay. Like maybe high 50s to low 60s.
So we're like, it was almost half.
Yeah, we are down 40.6% from last month and 41.5% from last year.
Wow.
So last month was an incredibly slow month.
And did you feel that in your buyers and sellers?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's just been really a strange month. It's been slow. I don't know. I felt that in single family as well. I know I don't do as many single family as you do because I do mostly the high rise, but yeah, it's been an interesting month.
Yeah, I'm curious because single families picking back up, reconstruction's picking back up.
Yeah.
How about high rise?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
So pending will tell us for next month. So we have 59 pending. So back to kind of
okay.
If they all close.
If they all close, which they won't all. So it will still be a lower month, but it's starting to pick
to get back. Yeah, to that more average area. So that's going to be up 9.3% from last month. And it's still down though from last year, 10.6%.
Okay. So going back to the sales price, what was the highest price sale last?
Oh yeah. This was an interesting one. The highest price sale was at Sky.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it sold for $3 million. So
$3 million. Was it penthouse?
It was a penthouse, corner penthouse. So those are pretty rare. Most of the units at Sky are not going to be anywhere near that price. So
Sky's the one on the strip, right?
Sky is on Las Vegas Boulevard. Exactly. Yeah.
I like that one. I thought that one's a little hidden gem.
I really like it as well. I feel like that tower has some really awesome amenities. Like their whole pool deck area is like massive.
Ooh.
I think the location is great. You're right next to, like you said, Fontainebleau. You're still, really close to the strip. Well, you're on the strip, but the like popular part of the strip,
Sorry, no end.
Yeah. You're right next to like Circus. So you probably want to go.
Go across the street maybe.
A little further.
Yeah.
But I will say one thing about that tower is that they have some really interesting floor plans. I think that that's something, and it's not for everybody, but the way that they've laid out all of the different units, I think that makes it kind of unique. And I think that's also partly why because it's not for everybody. It's not as popular as you might think.
I see
that it would be.
Okay.
But I really like a lot of things about that tower. So yeah,
thanks for sharing.
Yeah, of course. Okay, now let's go into our inventory. So we have 612 units, and that is up 3.7% from last month, and it's up 33% from last year.
So that's a lot up year over year, but that's not even as much as the single family market. The single family market's up like 80% year over year inventory. So that's really interesting that the high rise isn't. Are we not having as many new listings coming on, or what?
Well, let's talk about new listings. So we have 151 new listings, and that's down 0.7% from last month.
Same.
And it's down 3.2% from last year. So it's kind of, it's down a little bit, but staying pretty much the same. So now let's go into our months of inventory. So, wow, we have 18 months of inventory
Whoa.
I did not look at this before we started recording.
That's because the closings were so low. So months of inventory is if you took the current inventory and you, with the current demand, and you didn't put any new things on the market, how long it would take to eat through that inventory.
Yeah.
So that'll go down next
It'll
month.
go down. Yeah.
But that is
the highest. But again, the closed was the lowest that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
38 is lower than
So you can get it
in the last
get a deal
3 years that we've ever seen. 100%. Yeah. And I keep telling people this too, that, there's not that many buyers out there, but that means that's a great time for you to buy because there's so much inventory and you've got a lot more motivated sellers. So if you're looking to buy, hit me up. All right. And then let's go to our average days on market. So average days on market is 69, and that's up 4.5% from last month, but down 13.8% from last year.
Hey, so interesting. Yeah. All right. So how about financing?
Yeah. So I actually just had a meeting this morning with a lender that I recently have closed a deal with. And the transaction went great. Everything went really well. And then I reached out to him again and found out. So he specializes in high rises. A lot of lenders may tell you that they can finance in high rise. A lot of lenders will tell you kind of whatever you want to hear, right? Yeah. But when it comes down to it, it's really important to work with somebody who actually knows what they're doing. And so not only has he had a lot of experience in this, but that's what he really specializes in. So it's something really exciting.
That is exciting. I've experienced that too. I mean, I hardly close any high rise. I've done a few, but I've had that happen to me multiple times. Where like a general lender that I even like that I use normally in the single family, they're like, oh yeah, we can do it. Yeah. And then they get like, what is it? It's a lot of times it's like the rental numbers are off or something, but like if you specialize in close
financial, there's so many more things.
And he already has that.
He has everything. Yeah. So I'm going to invite him onto the channel, and we're going to talk a little bit more about all of those details and why it's so important to go with somebody who really knows what they're talking about and really specializes.
What's a tower that maybe you haven't been able to get financing in before that you think that Derek could finance?
Yeah, so there's definitely a couple of towers that have not been able to be financed in recently. Panorama was actually one of them. Veer was one of them.
Veer had that litigation.
They're out of their litigation now. So good. That's good. So it is financeable now. So Derek knows all of those. Exactly. He's up to date on all of those types of things. And, as soon as a high rise, is able to be financed in again, then he'll know all about that. So that's really good. But also he has some other connections, and I'll have him share more about that too. But on, the properties that are not traditionally able to be financed in, but he has some other brokers that he's able to work with, and it may adjust some of the numbers, like it may be at a higher rate and a larger down payment and things like that, but such as like a condo hotel, for instance, like he is able to. A lot of people are not able to finance in condo hotels. So great. Yeah. So I'm really excited to talk to him more about that and to share a little bit more of that information with you. So if you are interested in buying or selling any high rises here in Las Vegas, make sure you reach out to me. I'd love to sit down and talk with you, chat with you over the phone about which of these high rises is best for you. And also, if you're considering financing, make sure that you reach out to me and I'll hook you up with Derek as well. So all of my contact information is at our website, thethomasgrouplv.com, and it's here on the screen. And my extension is 4 for Christina. See you next time.